In our previous video we had a chance to create a downstream job to build, test and deploy code to a target machine with the help of Jenkinsfile. In this video we will do the same action using an upstream job strategy with help of GitHub. Make use of the same GitHub account for this demo which was set up and used for the previous video. Also make use of the sample scripts that I am using for this demo for your practice in your local machine. Link for the GitHub repository will be given in the description. Also, if you want practice setting up a downstream job, then here is the card for the video. Let's get into the action. Before getting into the Jenkins part, let's have a look at the GitHub repo where the Jenkins file for this upstream job is present. There are two folders present, one for the main job and another for the upstream job. Unlike downstream jobs, here both the main job and upstream job are not explicitly dependent on each other. Here any different job can trigger this upstream job. This is the reason why upstream jobs are considered as asynchronous jobs. Let's have a look at the main job. Like all other Jenkins files that we saw in our past videos, this particular Jenkins file has all components like pipeline, environment, options, stages and post. The only extra parameter here is triggers. This trigger is the guy who actually watches the upstream job. Once the upstream job is built, this particular job will get triggered automatically. Like this, any jobs can be made, watched and triggered based on the build result. Here threshold is the condition which triggers this main job automatically when the upstream job is built successfully. Let's have a look at the upstream job. Here the upstream job has only one stage which will be common for all jobs that are dependent on this upstream job. Like our previous video, let us create a separate folder for this upstream job. Inside this folder, let us first create a pipeline for the main and configure it with Git SCM. Make sure the Git repo and the Git credentials are given properly. If you are not sure how to save credentials in Jenkins, have a look at the video in the card. Also make sure you set the script path correctly. Similarly, create an upstream job and configure it with corresponding Jenkins file in GitHub. Now let's go and trigger the upstream job and see what happens in the console output. Here in the console output, you can see all the echo statements in the stages mentioned in the upstream job. Also, you can see the main job is triggered automatically. This is not a sequential trigger where the upstream job is not directly linked with the main job. Rather, the main job was triggered asynchronously. Similarly, any jobs can be configured to trigger the main job asynchronously. This is how the upstream jobs are configured. To conclude, upstream jobs basically work on the concept of build once the other project is built. You can see the stages of the main job got executed. Similarly, any job can be set as an upstream job, which may or may not be a sequential execution. This type of setup can be used when one or more jobs are dependent on a common job. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Until then.